back in 2006, we were at the again. This is crazy. This is the story of comedy in Durban. We were at the whim of Monwabisi Grootboom, who controlled the space. He controlled the space, and you couldn't get on a stage in those early days unless Monwabisi Grootboom had created a way for you to get in. And the only and because he worked for the council, they had this whole project where they were putting on shows. The shows were sponsored. There was not a lot of pressure to sell the shows because there was money behind it. And after kind of doing your own thing, that was the next thing you did, was where you jumped on one of Monwabisi shows. And that one also, and I hate to do this, but that one also turned into a bit of a mess.
Yes, I remember we were sitting in a meeting with his boss in a place in Flower Road in a little clandestine little room. Remember that?
Yeah, Eric Applegreen was his boss because he had owed so many of us money. And I don't know if you remember the meeting, but one of the issues in the meeting was, why hadn't we been paid when there was a fund called, I think it was called The Arts, it was a Durban, which was set aside for us to be paid. And it was all quite a surprise that we had gone that far. But then at the end of it, I don't know if you got paid. I got paid like the next day, and we'd been waiting for.
But it's been a year. At that meeting, he looked at me and he treated me like Brutus and Caesar. He's like, "You too." I was like, "But I also didn't get paid." I paid you because it was weird. But Monwabisi was whining and dining me, bro. To be like this, what you don't know is that in that period, as much as we did the shows, Monwabisi, I was meeting up with him on occasion, but he wants me to open for John at the Kwasuka. John is trying a new material before he does his one-man shows. So he brings me there, I chill there, we watch John, we chill with John. I knew John already, but he was like kind of putting me in there, we're sitting and have drinks. A week later, he calls me, we meet with Joey, we meet with the whole time he keeps putting me into these people's spaces. And then we did his show.
And he was powerful like that, right? Because he had the ear of the whole industry. I mean, the first time I met Loyiso Gola or John Christmas or anyone was in a gig that Monwabisi had set up. And if you never found your way into that space, you never met. And I'm talking about, we were comics for like months. Like 3 months that happened. Yeah.
Yeah, that was the thing with me, the same. So when you didn't get paid, he was pretending like, how can I be with Carvin on those? But I'm like, as much as you be chilling and be drinking, bro, you still need to pay me for standing. But in a theater, you know what I mean? In a theater, bro, we did a show at the Playhouse. It was packed.
Yeah.
And I'm like, bro, a minimum you could do is pay me, bro. You know what I mean?
That was a show. That was also the show. And this is crazy because if I can tell you that lineup that day, the show I was in, it was myself, it was Mervyn Pillay, Kubeshin, Naidu from the Dinglings or from Keeping Up with the Candace John Flismus was the headliner, and Trevor Noah was the host. And in the meeting, he still explained, the show didn't sell. And I was like, wow, you got that many people on your lineup and the show can't sell. You can't blame the acts. I mean, the acts, they lend you their personality. But we kind of went through that period without, aside from that, we never really shook hands and resolved. It kind of just dissolved and we all kind of just moved on with our careers.
Yeah, we just carried on to our lives.
Welcome to the Carvin H Goldstone Show.